iPhone 15 Pro Max. I spent 2 months of testing and shooting dozens of hours of photo and video since I bought the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I will give you 8 reasons why it's probably not good for you to buy or upgrade to this new iPhone. I've used it in every way you can think of, and I will show you the results of my experience with it. What can you expect in this video? You will see how it performs and compares with the Sony FX3, how it's in low light, the sharpness, the dynamic range, flares and unwanted reflections, slow motion, the 5x zoom lens and if it's any good, the autofocus, what is missing and what I think that they should fix. So I'll show you a lot of photos and videos. And if you only want to see certain results, you can skip to those parts. I'll put timestamps below. Because first I want to have a little rant about the look and feel of this titanium lightweight iPhone. Some YouTubers, very famous ones, tell you it's a big difference from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Much nicer in the hand, much lighter, round edges, blah blah blah. I want to be short about this. This is absolutely true and at the same time, because Maria and we mix them up all the time. We need to look at the background screen photo to see which is mine and which is hers. I mean, there's this brushed matte finish and it's like 1 millimeter smaller and the weight difference is like 70 grams, but it's really nothing. I mean, we don't feel it, especially when you put a case around it like I always do. There are also some complaints about the battery life and overheating. But again, for me, this is no issue. I didn't experience any trouble with it. So for me, no complaints so far. But also not real improvements here. The action button is an amazing new way to control your iPhone. I have set mine to start the photo and video app and take pictures or start the recording. It's great, it's super handy, but I never use it though. I'm just so used to tapping the screen for opening the app and starting it, I just forget about it. And then there's the new USB-C 3 connection. Of course it's nice that you can charge easier and you have a faster connection if you use that, but now you need to change all the cables for your headphones and whatever. And it doesn't charge any faster like some other brands that I won't mention. Samsung. Okay, finally. Now let's get to talk about what it's all about. The photo and the video. Here are some photos that I took in the last 2 months. It takes really nice photos in the day and also in the evening with low light. Not a lot of ISO noise. It seems very controlled and nice in the highlights. What I show you is more normal result, what you can expect with day-to-day use. From the ultra wide, the 24mm to the 120mm 5x zoom and with the color checker. With the night mode, when there's almost no light, only the light of this candle, it is really sharp and defined. I don't notice a big difference from editing the photos of my Sony cameras, the Sony FX3 and the FX30. Now let's go to the sharpness. Yes, it's raw. Yes, it's 48 megapixels. All sensors are improved, but you will probably never see or need it. Especially keeping these photos online or in your phone, you will never make use of this increase of capability. And all my pictures on Instagram are taken with my 12 megapixel Sony FX3. Only 12? I've never heard anyone complain about this sharpness. Or the photos. Maybe the photos, yeah. In the coming days I will upload the comparison of the 15 with the XS and the 12 Pro Max. And I think you will be surprised about the results. There's a fine gradual line of improvement in the iPhone. And I will also have a separate video comparing it to the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and the FX3. Subscribe if you want to see those videos. Yeah, video, finally. Now this is the game changer. Here is where the iPhone really shines. They give us Apple log footage. While log is a video mode that will preserve more details in the image, more of the dynamic range. Dynamic range is how much there is between the brightness and the darkness and how much you can show at the same time. And the colors are desaturated so that you can color the image later. And that's why it's so gray and flat. The upside is that you can turn the video in whatever you want it to look like. Really stylize it, like in the movies. Shooting a short video with my son, a bike ride that nobody watched, but you can go watch it, I hope, maybe after watching this. And a short spec commercial with a friend, only using natural light, it really shows what it's capable of doing. But don't worry, in Final Cut Pro 10 there's this automatic built-in conversion LUT to change it to normal looking industry standard Rec 709. So it changes the gray looking footage automatically to normal looking. The dynamic range of it is amazing. Maybe you have seen or heard with Gerald Undone that it has a dynamic range of 13.5 something, and that is cinema camera level. Even better than my FX3 here. 30, sorry. That's really mind-blowing. The colors are also really nice. It looks even more natural than that of the FX3. The FX3 turns slightly more to the green side and misses a little bit of blue, like what you can see with the greens and leaves. It's also not over sharpened. I mean, it's sharp, don't get me wrong, but it's not over sharpened that you will normally get with phone footage. Now, low light. What do you think? Is it any good? I think it looks quite nice for this tiny phone sensor compared to the FX3. There's of course a gap. It's less detailed because of the noise reduction and still noisier. Although I guess you cannot see that very much because of the YouTube compression. But that's comparing it to the best of the best in low light. But by the way, be aware that this fantastic Apple log uses about 6 gigabytes per minute. That's why it's so useful that you can record to an external SSD. And 60 frames with the native app is only possible through the SSD or using the Blackmagic app. I'm coming to the 5x zoom lens in a bit. But first, they fixed the white balance by now giving the option to turn a switch in the menu to let the white balance be a fixed setting after when you start recording. It will no longer change during filming like before. The iPhone especially had some real issues with the white balance going from really warm to really cold in just a second, which gives you a weird looking skin color that reminded me of some little blue dudes. But the iPhone has a major issue they need to fix in my opinion. Flares, reflections and flashing. Yeah, flashing. It will do some weird flashing stuff when light hits it in a certain angle that probably has to do with the metal edges on the lenses. And that area is also way too shiny. It will happen that you see the reflection of the lens area in your face or on a subject that you're filming, like this tree. They need to do something about it. And we still have these really strong flares. It seems that Apple is not able to control these. Now the 5x zoom lens, 120mm full frame equivalent. Here's 1, here's 2, 5, and that's it. I love the 5x zoom, especially when you use it with the action mode. You can get some really cool looking stuff. It's so incredibly stable and a big upgrade from the 3x version in the 14 Pro. It's not that great in low light though, as you can see in the low light section. And it goes to 2.8K. The autofocus performance is good with people. It has no troubles there, but when it comes to things, it's a different matter. Here you can see the 24mm lens and the 120mm lens 5x zoom. It doesn't show the face detection box anymore when you're recording. Other things with the 5x zoom lens, like this flower though, it doesn't want to keep focus on, or it cannot seem to get focus. And this happened to me many times. Now here's some slow motion side by side. The 60 frames is amazing, as good as the normal footage. The 240 FPS is still only in HD. Now to the stabilization. It's so incredibly impressive. I have a DJI gimbal for phones, but I don't feel the need for using it. Look at this walk up the hill. It's like it's shot with a gimbal. It's really incredible. But should you upgrade? I'll give you my list of pros and cons after telling you what I think is missing with this pro camera phone. What is really missing is like an ISO setting for dummies, so that it will only use the best ISO in certain situations. So it will not go to these crazy noisy levels that are unusable or just really not nice. Okay, this is fun. But yeah, can you use it as an A camera? Like an A camera for whatever filming? Well, as you can see, of course you can. They shot music videos, commercials and even movies with an iPhone, and iPhones that are much worse. Like I believe like an iPhone 7 or even earlier. Now the list of pros and cons. Let's start with the cons. The size, shape and weight didn't really change. And for the titanium, well, it sounds really cool, titanium, but do you need it? The USB-C, you need to change all cables and connected devices and no faster charging. Then for point 3 you have the 48 megapixel sharpness, those megapixels, but you will probably never see the difference. 4, the quality of the photos and video, except for Apple Log, didn't go up that much. Point 5, S-Log. Wow, it's amazing. Are you going to use a video codec for color grading that uses 6 GB per minute? 6, 5 times zoom, 120mm lens. It's a focal length that you cannot even buy for any mirrorless or DSLR camera. Why not 85 or 105 or 135? Or will you even use it? And the autofocus is 7. The flares and reflections are awful. And I almost forgot the bonus reason, number 8, it's $1,200 and 1,480 euros. Isn't that alone just a reason good enough not to buy it? Okay. Now let's go to the pros. Why you should buy the new iPhone 15 Pro Max. Well, have you seen the video? The whole video? It's incredible.
It's absolutely incredible.
Best iPhone ever made.
Best and most capable iPhones we've ever made.
Okay guys, bye. Thanks for watching.